Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam, all the assembled devotees. Let us start our session by prayers to Shri Radha Govinda and our Guru Parampara. So, meanwhile, request all devotees to be ready for with key points to discuss to start the session. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadadi Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalitam Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karana Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय शिल प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय गुरु परंपरा की जय नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So let us
Hare
start
Krishna
our
Prabhu.
session by quick recap of the key points we discussed from the last chapter, last session. When I see some hands raised, only Devika Mataji is raised the hands. I will give chance to her. Who else wish to add? Chanda Mataji also I will give you chance. If I give them chance, they will complete all the points. Then others will not have much points. So who is to come forward? Again, Neha Jindal Mataji. Okay, any new hands?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, who is that? Please raise the hand.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Who is that?
Jyoti Prabhuji, yes, I
Yes.
got.
Yes, please, Mataji, you go ahead. Reboot.
I'm sorry, Prabhuji. Last time I was not at all prepared,
No problem, Mataji. See,
but you inspired me.
good, good. You are prepared and you have voluntarily come forward. That is what gives happiness to us. Thank you very much.
Few points, Prabhuji. Whatever I can speak, I will try,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Mataji, go ahead.
So this starts with the question of Arjuna that he asked about Tyaga and Sannyasa,
Yes, Mataji.
and then Lord starts explaining that sannyasa is renouncing the activities that are related to material desires, and this tyaga is renouncing the leaving the fruits of results of those activity of any activities we do. And
See,
the
Tyaga is renouncing the fruits of activity, and
yes,
sannyasa is the mood of a person in this is renouncing these things.
yes, Prabhu. Then three modes. Then somebody is leaving the activities in the in illusion. Then that is the in the mode of ignorance.
Yeah.
If somebody is living like it will be uncomfortable or out of fear, is leaving his responsibilities, whatever the duties they have got, then it is in the mode of a passion. And if somebody is performing the prescribed duties and leaving the is not attached to any the results of that activity, then it is in the mode of
Goodness.
goodness.
Yes.
And if we are not able to leave these uh, 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 attachment to the results, we don't have to leave any our prescribed duty. It is very important to perform. It is important to perform sacrifice, penance, and charities also very important. And if we cannot detach ourselves, then have to. We will get three types of fruitive results after death. Might be desirable, undesirable, and mixed kind of Prabhuji.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you very much, Mataji. Let us
thank you.
see what others have to say. Devika Mataji, you raised hand first, so I'll give you a chance.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, so as Mataji described, renunciation in three modes of material nature, the person who renounces in the mode of goodness is considered the most intelligent, and beyond all the doubts, um, he attains moksha because he is not attached to anything. So he doesn't have any desires in this birth or even in next birth, and uh, he does not fear. He doesn't fear any troublesome effect of the work or the duties he's performing. That's one point, Prabhuji. And then, and also the one, the non-renouncers who non-renouncers basically accrue to the threefold fruits of actions, so either good, evil, or mixed, and then they will take births accordingly, Prabhuji, because after the death, um, they still have some desires. So based on the threefold fruits of action, either like good, then they will take the birth accordingly. And if the fruits of their actions are evil, they will take the birth accordingly, and mixed, they will take the birth accordingly. But a wise man is one who renounces in the mode of goodness, and he has no desires for enjoying the fruits of actions. And either in present birth or in the next birth. And then he's for sure to attain moksha. And Prabhuji, in the beginning, you also highlighted what is the ultimate goal of life. So basically, the ultimate goal of life is to serve the Lord with ahituti pratihata, without any expectations, and also to get detached from the material entanglements and self-realization, atato brahma jigyasa. Yeah, Prabhuji, these are. And also one point I remember is we were describing about the importance of charity and acts of charity, sacrifice, and penances. Lord is not asking us to give up on those, because by performing these things, one gets purified. Even like marriages are for purification. And especially Lord emphasizes more on charity and penances in the mode of goodness. They have the capacity to even purify the great souls. And while highlighting the importance of charity, you gave us the example of Sri Lakshmi. Koti Lakshmis are serving Vishnu, Padasevanam, and Lakshmi is also a Chanchala. So if you are not performing charity or utilizing that money to serve the Lord, very soon the Lakshmi will also leave you. And then we were also talking about Yukta Vairagya. So accepting everything which is favorable to devotional service and rejecting which is not is Yukta Vairagya. I'll give other stance. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mataji. Many important points you covered. Manashi Mitra Mataji, you want to add anything? I see you're traveling. Oh, no, it is Manashi Das Mataji is traveling. Okay.
Prabhuji, I just wanted to bring one point which impressed me a lot in what you said on the other day, that you defining what is tyaga, what is sannyasa, of course, and what is the ultimate goal of life is serving and reaching the Lord.
Yeah.
But you said, let's enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
The journey is the main thing, and serve the Lord, his devotees. This is devotional service. Do it unconditionally with no expectation and uninterrupted. And then you said that it is rare that one remains in Bhakti Yoga, in Bhakti Shastri class. In this whole journey, we have 100 people may have joined, but one has stayed. So we are actually lucky in that regard. And there is no point trying to remain isolated from other devotees and trying to understand and pursue the desired goal on one's own. It's much better to try to join the big ship and take the shelter of the Guru Parampara through initiation and through joining the order, in order that we actually remain under the guidance and the friendship and the support of the devotee community, because otherwise chances of falling aside are very strong. And that was what really impressed me. I mean, everything else one is written down, but this really impressed me, Prabhuji, a lot. So I just wanted to bring that up. Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much,
much,
Prabhuji.
Mataji. It's a very
Thank you.
important point. Many times we only are focused on the end result, that is, want to go back to Krishna, forgetting the journey. Yeah, so we have to be blissful, enthusiastic, determined in service of the Lord and Lord's devotees. So that is the key thing. In fact, the pure devotees of the Lord, the Acharyas, they are not too bothered to go back to Goloka. In fact, what they have all said, the mood of them is wherever they are, even in the hellish planet, but they want to continue to be in service of the Lord and its devotees. That is more important. Yes,
Yes,
Seva
Prabhuji.
is what is most important. And
Yes,
Krishna
Prabhuji.
willing, Krishna will take us back. But when till the time we are there, what is important is to continue in this service. And as you said, many we have seen, very rare, many will come, very rare, they stick to the last breath in this moment, in this following the process. So that is more important. And result is up to Krishna. Okay, that's
Yes,
it.
Prabhuji.
Thank you very much, Mataji, for bringing that point.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Yes,
Hare
Hari,
Krishna.
Hari Bol. Yeah. See, these are some of the reasons I request devotees to share. So these are points which will help all the participants in the class. Yeah. Shanti Sudesh Mataji, you want to add anything?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
I'm seeing what is not covered, Prabhu.
Sorry, Mataji.
Seeing what is not covered, Prabhu. So we should not give up prescribed duties, Prabhu, to advance in Krishna consciousness. We have to do our prescribed duties, but also keep Krishna in the center.
Yes.
And you spoke about Yukta Vairagya, where you mentioned that sannyasis, they don't cook for themselves, but they can cook for the Lord. And they practice celibacy, but they perform Vivaha Yagna for to improve the spiritual condition of their disciples.
Yes.
Prabhupada himself has conducted the Vivag ceremony of so many of his disciples.
Good,
They,
Mataji. Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Chanda Mataji, quickly, you want to add anything?
Yes, Prabhuji, all the points are covered, Prabhuji. Only one thing I want to emphasize. That is, you said that 3 times Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Eva Kevalam. So why these 3
Harer
times? The
Nameva
significance.
Kevalam. Harer Nama, Harer Nama,
Hare
Harer
Nameva
Nameva Kevalam.
Yes, Prabhuji. And we have the source from Narada Bhakti Sutra. Satu karma jnana yoge bhyo adhiktara. So it also validate that above what you said, that 3 karma yoga, jnana yoga, and ashtanga yoga. So above all the bhakti yoga, that is the significance of these 3, and that is the highlight of the last session which I took away. And this is the only one point which is left for me to speak. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. That is one of the most important point. Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nameva Kevalam. Kalau nasteva, nasteva, nasteva gatiranyata. Yeah, if we can hold on to this, then our life is successful, our life is perfect. Uh, who else? Neha Mataji, you want to add?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
All the points are covered, Prabhuji, but I can try to sum up everything in 2 minutes. That is what I can do, Prabhuji.
In 2 minutes, if you can sum up, you can go on. Because
Yes,
I don't want you to again repeat the entire thing. Let us move on.
yes, Prabhuji, then we can move on, Prabhuji. Every point is covered, Prabhuji.
Okay. Go ahead, Mataji. So you want to say or it is covered?
Mataji said to move on.
Okay. So a couple of things which I wish to add is we started knowing the prescribed duties, Karma Yoga. This chapter 18 is summary of all the 17 chapters as said. One of the key aspect we need to take away is we have still not reached to that Bhakti Yoga stage. Okay, we are still Sadhaka Bhaktas. We are progressing to be a devotee. This should be the mood. Okay. Even the great acharyas never said they are pure devotees. We should not think that we have got to that stage. We are progressing to be devotees someday. And what is important is when we are doing our prescribed duty, keep Krishna in center. And when we are doing all these activities, what is happening is our purification. What is happening is our qualification to be devotees. It's always purification and qualification. These two are keywords. Yeah, so through this, we are getting free from our bondages, material bondages, through the Karma Yoga, keeping Krishna in center. Renouncing the fruits of the activity, not the activity itself, is what we understood through Tyaga as well as Sannyasa. And one more important thing which we discussed, which many of you have not touched, so I thought I will just touch upon. Shloka 13 to 18 is the action, the 5 factors of action. Many times we are in illusion that we are the doers. So in any action, there are 5 doers. Anybody remember what are the 5 doers we discussed?
The soul, super soul.
Yes.
Body and senses.
Yes.
And the
I
mind.
missed one.
And the endeavors. So the place of action, body, the performer soul, the senses, the endeavors, and the ultimate sanction is from the super soul. So these are the 5 actions we discussed. And then we are moving on to the further discussion on the 3 modes of material nature, right? So let us move on. So previous sloka, last 3 sloka, we discussed about the knowledge, one's knowledge based on 3 modes. And these 3 sloka, we will discuss about various actions in 3 modes. Okay. So I believe all the raised hands are those who will continue to chant the sloka. So today we have a new participant, Achintya Avatar Das Prabhu, who has joined us. He's already doing Bhakti Shastri Module 2 in Aishwarya Mataji class. So as we are going to start complete Module 3 and start Module 4, he has also joined. So for benefit of him, Prabhuji, now in our class, what we do is we give chance to all the participants to recite the sloka. And then those devotees who are not comfortable reciting sloka will take chance to read the translation. So if you are happy participating in sloka recitation, so you can also raise the hand and everybody will get the chance. This is how we take the class. So let us start with Neha Jindal Mataji. So you can recite these 3 slokas and then we can move further, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Niyatam Sangarahitam Arabhadveshita Kritam Afala Prepsuna Karma Yattat Satvikam Uchyate Yattu Kamepsuna Karma Sahavan Paramavapunaha Priyate Bahulasyayam तद्राजसम् उदारितम् अनुबन्धं क्षायं हिंसम् अनापेक्ष्य च पौरुषं मोहात् आभयते कर्म यत्तत् तामसमुच्यते.
Thank you, Mataji. Praveen K. Prabhu, you wish to read one of the sloka? 18.23. Voice
As
is
for
little feeble, Prabhuji.
action, that action in accordance with duty, which is performed without attachment, without love or hate, by one who has renounced putative results, is called action in the mode of goodness.
Yeah.
But
Thank
the
you,
action
Prabhu.
performed with great effort by one seeking to gratify the desires, and which is enacted from a sense of false ego, is called action in mode of passion. And the action performed in ignorance and delusion without consideration of future bondage or consequences, which is inflicts injury, is an impartial, is called to be action in the mode of ignorance. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhu. So here it is clearly said what kind of action is in mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. So those action which are performed as a matter of duty, our prescribed duty when we perform, and in that prescribed duty, we are not hating anybody or loving and renouncing the fruits of action. This is important. Renouncing the fruits of action. So such action is mode of goodness. And there is great effort. Just a minute. Yeah, great effort when we put lot of effort for our sense enjoyments, for material attachments, and with false ego that I am the doer. So such actions are in mode of passion. And those ignorance, those actions without consideration of any future bondage, no regulated actions, yeah, which is inflicting injury or impractical, such actions are in mode of ignorance. So one who is engaged in such actions, it is said that they should be ready to answer to the Yamadutas. Such irresponsible actions is self-destructive as well as destruction to the society. And moreover, it is said that such actions are by their personal experiences, what they see, okay, they think to be the norm. So other day, my MD was challenging some of, when we were discussing, he was saying, how many of the world's population is practicing what you are doing? I told not even 1%. So not even 1%. So immediately he jumped and saying that, see, 99% of people are not following that. So my answer was, I'm happy to be among that 1%. The same thing, if we see he is in such a high position, he is the managing director of the company. How many of them are in that position? Yes, he is special to be in that position. Even in the material perspective, when I see, he is special to be in that position, right? Similarly, we are special to be following all these things. So that is mode of ignorance. When thousands of people are doing wrong, it is not considered to be the right. Right is always right, absolute truth. So this is how many of them are in mode of ignorance from what they see from the society. Let us move to the next sloka. Shanti Sudesh Mataji, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you want to recite this sloka?
Shloka 26.
Yeah.
Mukta Sangona Saham Vadi धृति उत्साह समन्विताः सिद्ध्योर्निर्विकारः कर्त सात्विक उच्यते. Should I read the next one also, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Okay. Ragi karma phala pripsur lupto himsatmako suchihi harsha shokanvita karta rajasa parikirtitaha ayukta prakrita stabda shato naiskrito lashaha visadi dirgha sutricha karta tamasa uchyate. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mataji. So, Shivakumar Prabhuji, you want to read the translation? You can read one sloka, we'll give chance to others.
Thank you. The worker who is free from all material attachments and false ego, who is enthusiastic and resolute, and who is indirected to success or failure, is a worker in the mode of goodness. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Shweta Mataji, you want to unmute and read sloka 27?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, may I?
Yes, Prabhu, please go ahead.
But that worker who is attached to the fruits of his labor and who passionately wants to enjoy them, who is greedy, envious, and impure, and moved by happiness and distress, is a worker in the mode of passion. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Shweta Mataji, you are there? You want to unmute now? Or Praveen MS Prabhuji? Manushi Mitra Mataji, you want to read?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
And that worker who is always engaged in work against the injunction of the scripture, who is materialistic, obstinate, cheating, and expert at insulting others, who is lazy, always morose, procrastinating, is a worker in the mood of ignorance. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. So here we are trying to learn the workers in different modes. So how the person works in the mode of goodness, in passion and ignorance. So one thing we need to understand, the person who is in Krishna consciousness is always in transcendental mood and above these modes of material nature. However, most of them are in this category. Yeah. So the first thing what we are trying to understand here, the mode of goodness, the person have no expectation of the result. Yeah, he is free and he is enthusiastic. He is indifferent to success or failure. So what is the quality of such a person? How he can be so free? When one is doing any work and is having no expectation of such results. So what are the qualities he exhibits, which we need to learn and we have to implement such qualities?
Prabhuji, he does not appear to be tense. He does not appear to be trying to show his learning or his achievement. It's internal, and he is doing it because he wants to be excellent, not because he's expecting results, but it is in his nature to work hard and put forward the best possible in any objective that he is being asked to fulfill.
Yes.
And probably, if I may take a minute, very early in our Bhagavad Gita classes, in the first level 1, I remember Namaste Prabhuji told us that it is also the most practical advice that the Lord gave, that it's better to do all your work without a mode of passion, because that is how your entire energy will be on the process and not what result you may get. And through that process of hard work without any agitation or expectation, you will end up getting the result that you would like to achieve, but that is not what you set out to do. You set out to do the process properly, which is the hard work and the dedication. So he said that is something that I also learned during my IIT days. So this was something that is stuck in my head, Prabhuji.
Very
So
nice.
thank you
Thank you
very
for
much.
bringing this
Thank you.
point. Happy you are still recollecting the lessons learned from Namnishta Prabhu from the level 1 class.
Prabhuji, I have the notes now, so
Yeah, so nice, Mataji. Thank you very much.
thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Namanishta Prabhu's one which I always remember is during my early classes, he said one word which still is very relevant for all my actions today. He said, don't be impatient. Okay, that is when in my early days when we have those days where we are not even offering to the Lord. Yeah. So we are so impatient. We prepare some nice dish and we are not even don't have that much time to offer to the Lord and wait for 10-15 minutes. Yeah, that used to become a big burden those early days. That words that word, don't be
Yes.
impatient, always triggers whenever I am in such mood. First, we need to always, whatever we have, we need to first serve to the Lord for the pleasure of the Lord, and then we have to honor it, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Those are my early lessons from my classes from Namanishta Prabhu. Thank you very
Yes,
much. So
thank you.
here, let us move on from our discussion. So one of the key thing here, he is not expecting anything in return, but he is very enthusiastic. Yeah, that is one of the qualities. Second is he is free from false ego and pride. Yeah, he's doing things for the pleasure of the Lord, not to show off. The ones who are showing off are in the mode of passion. So free from false ego, free from pride, enthusiastic. This is very important for our progress. The beautiful sloka, 6 principles of devotional service, progressing devotional service, nectar of instructions, sloka 3. Anybody remember? There's a beautiful sloka which I have referred in my earlier classes. This talks about, yes, Prabhuji. There seems to be some issue with the network, Prabhu. I don't know whether it is my end, your end. You're cracking a bit. What are those 6 principles which will help us in progressing in devotional service?
Prabhuji, now,
Yes, better, Prabhu.
yes. Utsahat nishyadera tat karma pravartate.
Yeah.
Sangatyaga pravarati sadvida.
Yes. Utsaha nischaya dhairya tat karma pravartanat sangatyaga sato vrutte sadbir bhaktir prasiddhyate. So, the first thing is being enthusiastic. If you are not enthusiastic, then Maya is going to hit us very hard in our service. Yeah. So be enthusiastic. That enthusiasm will come when we have firm faith in the instructions of our Guru Acharyas. So then we are not trying to judge things, whether it is going to work or not. When our Acharyas have told us to chant the holy name, we will not question. So enthusiastically, when we chant in the last breath without any expectation, whether we are feeling blissful, not blissful, but we need to follow the acharyas, the process. Then the success is guaranteed. So enthusiasm is important. And the next is endeavoring with confidence and patience. Yeah, that is what I was telling in the beginning. So even if we are not experiencing any blissfulness or anything, have faith in the acharyas, the process, and success is guaranteeing. Acting according to the regulative principle is the fourth principle, following the regulative principles. Abandoning the asat tyaga, so abandoning the association of non-devotees and following the footstep of our acharyas. So once we do this, we will progress. So that is one of the key thing. And the mode of passion, the person who is too attached to his material, too attached for his material well-being, too attached to his family, sense enjoyment, such person has no desire. Those person who has no desire for higher elevation in life, spiritual elevation. And his mood is, he thinks whatever he has achieved is permanent. All such workers are in mode of passion. And the workers in mode of ignorance are lazy, always morose, not happy, always procrastinating things. So these are something which is in mode of ignorance. So next is 3 kinds of intelligence in modes. Yeah. Chanda Mataji, you want to recite the sloka? So other devotees who will recite the
Yes,
sloka, keep
Prabhuji.
the hands raised.
Shloka number 38.
Yeah, 30, 31, 32 you can recite.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च कार्यकार्ये भयाभये बन्धं मोक्षं चाया वेत्ति बुद्धिः सा पार्थ सात्विकी या धर्मं च कार्यमेव च यथावत् प्रजानाति बुद्धि सा पार्थ राजसी अधर्मं धर्ममिति या मन्यते तमसावृता विपरीतांश बुद्धिः सा पार्थ तामसी. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Achintya Avatar Prabhuji, you want to recite the translation here?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
Verse 18.30. O son of Pratha, that understanding by which one knows that what ought to be done and what ought not to be done, what is to be feared and what is not to be feared, what is binding and what is liberating, that understanding is established in the mode of goodness.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Suraj Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dhanat Pranam.
And Shloka 18.31, and that understanding which cannot distinguish between the religious way of life and the irreligious, between action that should be done and an action that should not be done, that imperfect understanding, O son of Pita, is in the mode of passion.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Padmini Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Shall I read third one?
Yes, Mataji.
That understanding which considers irreligion to be religion and religion to be irreligion under the spell of illusion and darkness, and strives always in the wrong direction. O Partha is in the mode of ignorance. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. So here 18.30, pravritti is key. The performing action in terms of the directions of the scriptures, those are pravrittis. And one who does not know scriptural directions become entangled in their actions and struggle with the reactions of their work. So understanding what action to do, what action not to do is is an intelligence in mode of goodness. One who knows what to be done, what not to be done, right? And 18.31, and that understanding which cannot distinguish. So he don't know what is to be done, what not to be done. Such person, such action, such intelligence is in mode of passion, and it is imperfect. He do not know what to do. And the third is in mode of ignorance. People think whatever is religion to be irreligion, and whatever irreligion to be religion. So any example of such mode of ignorance? There are so many examples in the society. People think whatever religion to be irreligion and irreligion to be religion. Any examples you come to your mind? Simple thing being one of when I had gone out with my colleagues, when I was not eating meat, I was not taking alcohol. So the guys were saying, we have only one life. You have to enjoy to the fullest. Yeah, so
And also the marriages, Prabhu.
yes, Mataji.
Marriages, marriage, Prabhu. Like girl
Huh.
to girl and
Marriage?
marriage to girl, and they are doing that kind of
Yes,
practice.
yes. Those are all today's modern day trends. Yeah. So these are all
Yes,
something
Prabhu.
which is. Yes, Mataji, you want to add?
Yes, Prabhu. Now they feel that I am most important, Prabhu.
Yes,
I
I am most
everything
important.
else is
Yes.
nothing else is more important than.
Yeah. And many say, why bhakti now? This is the time to enjoy. This is the time to work. This is the time to earn.
Yes.
This is the time for family responsibility. Bhakti is for retirement.
Yes, Prabhuji. And what you said that this is only one life. They speak, moreover, my friends, they say, क्या है एक ही तो जिंदगी क्यों इतना मर रही है तो why you know give up everything. I eat Jain food for that also they say कि देखो ये क्यों नहीं खाते हो ये क्यों खा रहे हो like that.
Yeah. So एक ही जिंदगी है, क्यों ये सब कुछ करना है? In
प्रभु
fact,
जी what I say to them, हाँ
yeah, that
एक
is
ही
the answer.
जिंदगी है तो मैं ये करके मरूंगी ना आप लोग ये करके मरो I will do this and die.
Correct. Yeah. So there was somebody who had asked Prabhupada, yeah, you are having so much of regulations, okay, to please Krishna. What is the guarantee at the end of your life? Let's say there is no Krishna, there is no Goloka. Okay, at that time you realize, then you have missed the greatest chance of your life. Such question was asked to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada says that still we are living a very blissful life, singing, dancing, chanting, having vegetarian sattvic food, very in a blissful mood, without any anxiety, stress of future, no worry of future or what happened in the past. We are living in present, we are happy. Okay, at the end of the life, even there is no Krishna as per you, still we lived a life worthwhile. But at the same time, if it is true, there is Krishna and Yamaduta is waiting for you to take you to the hellish planet, then what? Yeah. So that is one of the key realization. Yeah. Nice. And further, when we now, so again, I just want to take back to the discussion. Many times in our practical day-to-day life, we are confused whether to take this decision or that decision. Right? Many times we are confused. So how do we take the right decision which is in line to what we are learning here? How do we take that decision? We have discussed this. Are we, anyway, I don't want to give you more clues. Let's see what answers. Many times when we are in a situation where we have to take some decision, how can we take the right decisions?
By analyzing, will it please Krishna and Guru Parampara or not, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you. So simple. Whether it pleases the Lord, whether it pleases my Guru Maharaj, Guru Parampara, and whether it will help me progress in Krishna consciousness. So that is the intelligence, right? And where does we get this intelligence?
From scriptures like Bhagavadgita, Bhagavatam,
Yes.
and
You are
your
giving on dot answers, Mataji. I was expecting some different answer and try to continue the discussion. You have given the right answer. So Guru, Sadhu and Shastras. So that is the importance of studying Srila Prabhupada books. Srila Prabhupada is living through these books. Srila Prabhupada gives us his association through his books. He has given life and soul to those books. Everything he knows about Krishna, he has given it in the books. And it is important for us to take reading of Srila Prabhupada. It is not reading of Srila Prabhupada, it is studying of Srila Prabhupada books very, very seriously. Let us move further. Devika Gupta Mataji, you want to recite the shloka?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhritya yaya dharayate manah pranendriya kriyaha yogenya vyabhicharinya dhruti sa partha satviki. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes. You want to continue on other two shlokas also?
Sure, Prabhuji.
Yes.
यया तु धर्मकामार्थ्या द्वित्या धारयतेऽर्जुन प्रसन्नेन फलाकाङ्गी धृतिः सा पार्थ राजसी यया स्वप्नं भयं शोकं विषादं मदमेव च न विमृच्छति धुर्मेधा धृतिः सा पार्थ तामसी. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Shweta Mataji, can you now unmute and read the translation? Or Praveen MS Prabhuji. Praveen MS Prabhu is there? Dropped out, I don't know. Shweta Mataji?
Hare Krishna.
Kalpana Mataji? Oh, I think you can't unmute
O
today.
son of Pritha, that determination which is unbreakable, which is sustained with steadfastness by yoga practice,
Yes.
and thus controls the mind, life, and the acts of the senses is in the mode of goodness. And that determination by which one holds fast to fruitful result in religion, economic development, and sense gratification is the nature of passion, O Arjuna. And the determination which cannot go beyond dreaming, fearfulness, lamentation, moroseness, and illusion. Such unintelligent determination is in the mode of darkness.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. So here from 18.33, yoga means to connect with the Supreme Lord, right? So who is steadily fixed up with determination and concentrating the mind, the life's sensory activities, everything for the pleasure of the Lord in Krishna consciousness. So that kind of determination is mode of goodness. Bhagavadgita 9.34 shloka. Manmana bhavat bhakto madhyajimam namaskuru mam evaishyasi yuktam yam atmanam mat parayanaha. So Krishna, the Lord is saying, engage your mind, always thinking of me. Become my devotee, surely you will come to me. So fix up mind at the lotus feet of the Lord. We discussed again this topic. I keep bringing up this topic It is like a revision to us. So how do we fix up our mind? What is the best way to fix up our mind? Mind is so chanchala, right?
By chanting, Prabhuji?
Yes. Chanting will not help mind fix up, but attentive chanting will help. Attentive chanting is the right word. While chanting, the mind keep wandering. We discussed the Nama Prat stage, Nama Bhas stage. So every time when the mind is wandering, your effort to bring back the mind to the sound vibration of the holy name. So this practice will help us, the mind, to fix up in Krishna consciousness. Manatrayate iti mantra. Mantra, chanting of the holy name, attentive chanting of the holy name will help. And any person who is desirous of fruitive results, sense enjoying propensities, sense gratification, such person, he is so determined. We have seen in our offices, the guys are so workaholic, so hardworking fellows. Good in a way, but in our spiritual progress, it is not going to help. They are so determined to progress in their profession, career, but for the reason is for their sense enjoyment, material attachments, their name, fame, positions. Yeah, that is the thing. And then the person who is in mode of darkness, this again, even after understanding so many instructions, we continue to have material attachments. Yeah, we discuss Nama Prad. We have so much of instruction. We have discussed so many times that we are not this body, we are the spirit soul. But little disturbance to our body, first thing we compromise is our sadhana. Little disturbance to our sleep, first thing is compromised is our sadhana. Those who can't avoid oversleeping, who cannot avoid the pride of enjoying the material objects, who are always dreaming, always procrastinating. So all such persons, and they are so determined in that, so consistent in that. So such a determination is in mode of darkness. Now we will move to the next thing, that is 3 kinds of happiness in modes of material nature. Neha Mataji, okay, I'll give, there are many new hands raised. Santoshi Bopana Mataji, you want to take it up?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
3.6 or 3.7, Prabhuji?
Yes, all 3 you can reset the slokas, Mataji. 18.37 to 18.39.
यतदग्रे विषमिव परिणामे मृतोपमं तत्सुखं सात्विकं प्रोक्तम् आत्मबुद्धिप्रसादजं विषयेन्द्रिय संयोगात् यतदग्रे मृतोपमं परिणामे विषमिव तत्सुखं राजसं स्मृतं यदग्रे चानुबन्धे च सुखं मोहनमात्मनः निद्रालस्य प्रमादोत्थं तत मस मुधाहृतम्.
Thank you, Mataji. Karuna Patigodru Mataji, you want to unmute and read the translation. Next, Snigdha Mataji can be ready.
Hare Krishna.
Good. Yes. Go ahead, Mataji.
That which in the beginning may be just like poison, but at the end is just like the nectar, and which awakens one to self-realization, is said to be happiness in the mode of goodness. 18.38. That happiness which is derived from contact of the senses with their objects, and which appears like nectar at first, but poison at the end, is said to be of the nature of passion.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. We'll give chance to Snigdha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Mataji.
And that happiness which is blind to self-realization, which is delusion from beginning to end, and which arises from sleep, laziness, and illusion, is said to be the nature of ignorance. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. So here we are trying to understand those happiness. Sometimes it is poison in the beginning, nectar at the end. That is mode of goodness. Any examples? What are
Getting
those
up,
happiness?
Waking up early.
getting up early in Brahma Muhurta.
Yes. Yes, getting up early in Brahma Muhurta. What else? More answers.
Prabhuji, giving up whatever we used to consume in earlier days,
Yes.
based on our culture, as you said, based on location, and then bringing ourselves into the discipline, and it becomes a source of happiness.
Yes.
So, being a pure vegetarian becomes a source of happiness, good health, energy, and gives us satisfaction that no other form of eating or drinking would have given. Not drinking, but just eating whatever we were taught to eat. There's no difference in the health status. There is, in fact, it is much better, lighter. So it brings happiness both materially as well as transcendentally. Prabhuji, thank you.
Yes. Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
So I wish to share from my own personal example when I have come into Krishna consciousness. Initial days are those in my profession. I keep traveling, I keep meeting many customers, I keep going out. Okay. And initial days are those where to say that I don't eat non-vegetarian, I don't take alcohol, or I eat food without onion and garlic. It was like kind of an embarrassment within how I can say that. Right? So these are also difficult in the beginning. And then when I see the transformation now, I followed what our acharyas have said and I followed that. And over a period, initially, even for them, like I was like a disturbance. Yeah. So it is like a poison in the beginning. And then as the days went past, they started accepting me as I am. And I stood what I believe is right. And then eventually it is going to a stage where they will, for example, any customer place when I'm traveling, if we are having lunch together, they will plan something without onion and garlic for me. And the something which was poison in the beginning, how it has transformed to the nectar is now my relationship whenever I'm engaging with the society, people look up to me as a trustworthy person. I don't do any irreligious activities. So the respect now is lot more. What was disturbance in the beginning, it has totally transformed. I can clearly see that. Hope you also can connect this. The difficulties when we have started in Krishna consciousness, all those things we were facing, and now it is totally transformed. And now those are all not difficulties, that is way of our life. And many also get inspired by us and trek to Krishna consciousness. So in our pursuit for self-realization, we have to follow all those regulative rules and regulations, controlling our mind, controlling our senses, These are all very difficult in the beginning, like a poison, but as we progress, our consciousness is much better. Our dealings are much better. Yeah, we don't get so easily stressed out. We don't get so easily anxious about future. These are all the nectar, the realization, the love of God is the real nectar we are aiming for. So this is mode of goodness. And that happiness which is derived from the sense enjoyments, right? We are all living to satisfy our tongue, belly, and genitals. So these are all temporary happiness. So that happiness is mode of passion. And happiness which is blind of self-realization, which is in delusion from the beginning, and happiness which is arises from oversleeping, laziness, illusion. We have seen people want to sleep till 10 a.m. Saturday, Sunday, holiday, I want to sleep till 10 a.m. So, and they take pleasure in that. So these are all in mode of ignorance. And ultimately what is happening, those happiness in ignorance, that is temporary, that is only going to bring them distress. It could be happiness in the beginning, but it will end up in distress in a long run. So we will move to next sloka. Padmini Mataji, you want to recite this sloka?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. न तदस्ति पृथिव्यां वा दिवि देवेषु वा पुनः सत्त्वं प्रकृतिजैर्मुक्तं यदेभिः स्यात् त्रिभिर्गुणैः. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Anybody who have not participated? Aryan Prabhu, want to read the translation for us?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. There is no being existing, either here or among the demigods in the higher planetary systems, which is freed from these three modes born of material nature. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu. So here, one of the key lessons, what we need to understand, right from the ant to the topmost demigods, are all under the material modes of nature and the influence of the material modes of nature. Only person who is above is the Supreme Lord. Yeah. If we are seeking any knowledge, from whom we will seek? Or if we are seeking anything from anybody, who has it only can give us, right? So if we are seeking liberation from these forces of Maya, only person who can give is who is liberated. So that is the Lord Supreme Personality of Godhead Shri Krishna is the only person who can relieve us. That is the key takeaway from that particular section. So let us quickly touch upon the next section, that is section D, freedom from reactions by occupational work. What are those actions which is free? That is, here we are talking about Sakama to Nishkama Karma Yoga. We are going to touch upon this. So all work is controlled by the modes, yet one can become free from the reaction of the work by acting as, again we are going to touch upon Varnashrama system. As per this, there is 4 orders: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So one who is acting to his nature is not forced by the reaction of such work. So this is what we are going to touch upon. So Neha Jindal Mataji, you can continue this 3 sloka.
शमोदमस्तपः शौचं शान्तिरार्जवमेव च ज्ञानं विज्ञानम् आस्तिक्यं ब्रह्मकर्म स्वभावजं शौर्यं तेजो धृतिर्दक्ष्यं युद्धे चापि अपलायनं दानमीश्वरभावश्च शास्त्रं कर्म स्वभावजं कृषि गोरक्षवाणिज्यं वैश्यकर्म स्वभावजं पारिचार्यात्मकं कर्म शूद्रस्यापि स्वभावजम्.
Thank you, Mataji. Anybody else left out from reading the translation, or I'll just pick
Hare
Jyoti
Krishna
Gupta.
Prabhuji.
Jyoti Gupta Mataji, please go ahead.
Peacefulness, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, wisdom, knowledge, and religiousness, sorry. These are the qualities by which the Brahmanas work. Hare Krishna. Sorry,
Yes,
second, next
go
verse,
ahead,
Prabhuji.
Mataji. Go ahead, read Mataji.
Yes. Heroism, power, determination, resourcefulness, courage in battle, generosity, and leadership are the qualities of work for the Kshatriyas. Farming, cattle raising, and business are the qualities of work for the Vaishyas. And for the Shudras, there is labor and service to others. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Yes, thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. So here there are different, we discussed about how we are all entangled by the three modes of material nature. Here, the purification of that, the deliverance of that entanglement through following prescribed duties of as per the Varnashrama system. So here we are seeing what are the qualities and actions of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So just a random answers. Which category you think you are with all your activities? Which category you think you will fit into this? Any of this? Any answers? Quick answers?
Ignorance, Prabhu. Struggling in ignorance.
Ignorance. Anybody? Any answers? So many think they are in teaching profession or preaching. They are in Brahmana. Somebody who is doing some administrative activities, they think they are Kshatriyas. Somebody is doing business. He thinks he is in Vaishya category. So Shastra says Janmana Jayate Shudra. Yeah, one who is born to a material father and material mother. We are all born Shudras, is what scripture says. But our endeavor is to become a Brahmana, a first class person by following the scriptures. So we need to rise to that stage. Yeah. By following the instructions of Guru Acharyas and practicing sadhana bhakti, we need to rise. That is the key takeaway from those shloka.
May
Next shloka, Chanda Mataji is to recite.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
स्वे स्वे कर्मण्यभिरथ संसिद्धिं लभते नरः स्वकर्मनिरतः सिद्धिं यथा विदन्ति तच्छृणु.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. It's a small translation, you can continue.
Yes, Prabhuji. By following his qualities of work, every man can become perfect. Now, please hear from me how this can be done.
Yes. So how one can do their prescribed duty and become perfect is what we are going to further learn in next shlokas. Shanti Sudesh Mataji, you want to read the shloka?
Yes, Prabhu. यत प्रवृत्तिर्भूतानां येन सर्वम् इदं ततं स्वकर्मणा तम् अभ्यर्च्य सिद्धिं विन्दति मानवः. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Who else left out? Aryan Prabhu, you can read this for us. You already.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. By worship of the Lord, who is the source of all beings and who is all pervading, man can, in the performance of his own duty, attain perfection. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. So from this verse, what we need to understand, the key takeaway is, first of all, we need to understand we are not this body, we are the spirit soul. We are the part and parcel of the Lord. Supreme Lord is the master. We are his servants. So whatever work we are doing, if we can keep Krishna in center of our work and offer the results, not attached to the fruits of those results, that is the perfection of our life. When one such person who is keeping Krishna in center and when he is doing his prescribed duties, Krishna says in Bhagavadgita 12.7 sloka, Tesam aham samuddarta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavamina chirat partha mahi aveshita chetasam. So the Supreme Lord himself take charge of delivering such a person to relieve from his material ocean of misery, samsara sagara. So whatever occupations we are engaged, what is important is to see as a mercy of the Lord, keep Krishna in center and offer the results. Not worry about the results. Continue to do your work and offer the results to the Lord. Snigdhapati Mataji, you want to read the sloka?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. 18.47 Shreyan Swadharmo Viguna Paradharmat Sanushtitat Swabhavas Niyatam Karma Kurbanna Apnoti Kalvisham. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Sudarshana Rao Prabhuji, you want to read the translation for us? Or Shivakumar Prabhu, want to read?
Yes, thank you, bro.
Yes.
It is better to engage in one's own occupation, even one may perform it imperfectly, than to accept another's occupation and perform it perfectly. Prescribed duties according to one's nature are never affected by sinful reactions.
Yes,
Thank
sinful
you,
reaction.
Professor.
Yes, Prabhu. So, one of the key lesson for all of us through this shloka is no work is abominable. Abominable. Yeah. Whatever work you are doing, if you are doing as a service to the Lord, then there is no reaction for such work. From the Shastras, Arjuna, being a Kshatriya, he is expected to fight and kill his enemies. But if he is fighting for his own name, fame, or opulences, that is not right. But as an instruction from the Lord, when Arjuna has fought, then there is no reaction for such work. So we have to, the key thing is, do not always the grass is greener on the other side, right? So we have to focus on what activities we are doing, what work we are doing, and keep Krishna in center of that. That is the key lesson we have to take away. Saheli Bose Mataji, read this sloka. So this is the last sloka for the day. I have to have some other important engagement. So after this sloka, I want to have a hard stop. And then we will further discuss in the next session. Yes, Mataji.
Bhagavad-Gita 18.48 Sahajam karma kaunteya sadosham api na tyajet sarvarambhadhi doshena dhuminagnir iva vrita. Should I read, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Every endeavor is covered by some fault. just as fire is covered by smoke. Therefore, one should not give up the work born of his nature, O son of Kunti, even if such work is full of fault. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. It's again a very important sloka for all of us. Hope the attendance has been shared. Kalpana Mataji, I know she's traveling. I'm not sure.
Not yet, Prabhu.
Not yet, Prabhuji.
Okay, if possible, please, Kalpana Mataji, if you can share the attendance, please share. Else,
Yeah,
somebody
shared,
can take
Prabhu.
the shared. Okay. Okay. So here, one of the key lesson we have to take, whatever we are doing, every work what we do, irrespective it is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Shudra, every work has its own limitations. Every work in the material nature is such that every work is contaminated. We have seen from the scriptures that sometimes Brahmana also have to perform animal killing sacrifices. From the Vedas we have seen. Kshatriyas, however pious he is, he has to kill his enemies. He can't avoid. And the merchants who is doing trade, sometimes he has to hide his profit margins, right? He can't be so truthful and say that this is my profit margin. And similarly, Prabhupada says in purport that even the Shudra class of people, even his master may not be a pious person, but he is working for such a person. So how do we look into this? Now we have learned from the slokas, previous slokas, that whatever we are doing, always our nature is also such that we are always looking at other persons. Grass is greener on the other side, as I said before. We are not satisfied with what we have in hand. We always look at what other person is possessing. So what is happening because of such quality? The enviousness, the greediness. We are always struggling with the enviousness with what other person has than being satisfied with what we have. So the key lesson I wish to end this session by saying is, let us continue to do what we have, whatever the work, whatever the skills, knowledge we have. Let us continue to do our work by keeping Krishna in center. Be satisfied with what we have. It is always said, a bird in hand is better than two in the bush, right? So let us be satisfied, keep Krishna in center and serve the Lord. That is the key lesson from this sloka. So we will end our session here, and next session we will take it further and try to complete this module. So any quick questions from today's we can take? Any key realization you can share? Next 3 to 4 minutes we can discuss, and then we can wind up the session. Hare Krishna. Thank you for your patient listening.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Prabhuji, I have a question from 18.26. So it says that it talks about having no mode of material nature, but then in the end, they're also talking about the mode of goodness. So mode of goodness is one of the modes of material nature, Prabhuji, right?
1 minute, Mataji. Let me see. What you said?
Uh,
18.26.
yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So it says the
So,
worker who is free from all material attachment and false ego, who is enthusiastic and resolute, and who is indifferent to success or failure, is the worker in mode of goodness.
Prabhuji, it says that one who performs his duty without association with the modes of material nature, without false ego, with great determination, enthusiasm, and without wavering in success or failure, is said to be a worker in the mode of goodness. But
Yeah.
Prabhuji, it says about the without the association of the mode of material nature. But then mode of goodness is one of the mode of material nature, Prabhuji, right?
Able to see the screen? Hold on, Mataji. I think I stopped sharing the screen.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
Hold on. Yes, Mataji. 18.26, right?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes, 18.26.
Yeah. Let me just. Actually, I did not understand your question. Let me check. 18.26. There is any other meaning other than this? 18.26. One who performs his duty without association with the material modes of nature, without false ego. Yeah, with great determination and enthusiasm and without wavering in success or failure is said to be worker in the mode of goodness. Yeah, what is the question, Mataji?
So, Prabhuji, we say that like there are three modes of material nature.
Yeah.
Goodness is one of them, but
yeah,
like to attain moksha, we have to be free even from the modes of
yes,
material nature.
yes,
Three modes.
yes, yes,
And that's what it says, that one
yes,
performs his duty without association with the modes
yes,
of
exactly.
without
Yes,
so without
yes,
association of modes of material nature.
yeah,
But then in the end, it says that that person is in the mode of goodness.
yeah.
So
Okay, okay. It is little conflicting. See, basically, what it is trying to what we need to understand from this is, even the modes of goodness we have learned, right? Modes of goodness will also entangle us. It will not help us to liberate.
right, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So here it is showing what kind of person who is in mode of goodness, one who is enthusiastically working, who is indifferent and thing, but one who has to liberate, has to rise above that also. He should be free from mode of goodness as well. That is a lesson we have to take away from that, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, that was what I was understanding, like expecting that, but then in the end it says that that person is in the mode of goodness. So I got little confused, Prabhuji.
Okay, it is little conflicting. So this is how we need to understand that thing, that one who is working without any attachment to both good and bad, without any hating or loving anybody, is in mode of goodness, but we have to rise above that.
All the three modes of material
Yes,
nature.
yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you very much. We'll end our session here. Vancha kalpatarubhasya cha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, शिल प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय, गुरु परंपरा की जय, षड गोस्वामी की जय. All glories to assembled devotees. Thank you for your listening. Looking forward to your divine association next session. Thank you very much. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Panchang Pranam, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.